What's going on, Vanquishers? Sorry about the intro. Got a little jacked up tonight. I apologize. It didn't quite work out the way it was supposed to. Look, I'm actually echoing right now in the back.
Oh, wow.
There's no sound on the
it's kind of
stream either.
playing. It was kind of playing in the background and everything. I got to lower down this audio. It's going nuts.
Is it?
All right, we're all good. We're all good. Right? It ain't a Vanquisher night without it being Vanquishers. We all good? Let us know if y'all can hear us. Radio, audio check. Intro got a little jacked up.
All right, I can hear.
All right, we're all good. All right, we're all the way live. You see what I'm saying? We had so much updates
All the
that
way
the system
live.
couldn't even absorb all the data
We're
we're about
just
to
so
give
excited
you
to
guys,
get
man.
live.
All right, everybody. Well, we appreciate all you guys coming in and tuning in tonight to the Vanquishers TCG, our state of the game. We're going to go ahead and give you guys the updates that are required. But before we get started, we usually introduce the developers behind this project. And again, my name is Charlie. I'm the creator and one of the developers behind Vanquishers TCG.
And what's going on, everybody? My name is Jason. I handle the back-end business, marketing, social media, contact person. If you want to speak to Vanquishers TCG, I'll be the first one you talk to. And then I'll send you off to one of my inglorious counterparts that you're going to get to meet here.
Like me, I am Jose, the web and app developer, Vanquishers TCG. Just waiting for Santa Claus. Come on, let's go.
Yo, what's good, Vanquishers? The game balancer, and I am coming at you from the North Pole directly. Let's go.
Yo, hold on, Brandon. Hold on. No,
Hey.
we need to solo this one. Yo.
This guy.
Hey, you finally
Hey,
got
you better be nice.
beat, bro.
Wow.
All right, so hey, everybody that's new, that is tuning in for the first time tonight, welcome. We have clearly we got a lot to show tonight. Look, we got Santa Claus over here, and trust me, he's tall.
Oh.
All right, so we typically cover our social media network, our web and app and updates, and our tabletop simulator and physical card game updates. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and let Jason go ahead and get started. Go ahead and fill us in on what's been going on with the social media network, boss.
All right, what's going on, everybody? We'll try to get through this nice and smooth today. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of good things, a lot of bumps. And the first bump in the road is upon us. So we're gonna have some good news, and we're gonna have some things that are not gonna make everyone happy. But the thing is, at the end of the day, everything is going to be in your hands as soon as possible. So first things first, community growth goals. Our goal is 4,000. We're already at 3,384. So the cool thing is we're pretty close to that. We keep teetering in Discord around 450 to 460. Keep inviting friends, show people. We just had a brand new person join in the Discord who found us today, and they're like already, ready to start gung ho playing. Thank you to Fluent. Thank you, Just 31, and everyone who's reached that responded to them and let them know, hey, we're ready to show you how to play, ready to show you how this goes. So really appreciate you guys stepping in and doing that. And any help that we need to jump in and do that you guys can't handle, let us know, because you guys are part of our street team. So you are definitely doing exactly what the street team does. So we really appreciate you guys welcoming all the new people to our Discord. And then for this week, just so you know, if you're part of our Patreon, we already sent you some pictures of some stuff that we received package wise. And Charlie will probably go over. I don't know. Charlie, you want to go over what I brought over to your house?
I could definitely go through a couple.
You want to go through that?
We'll go through that tonight.
So we'll go through a few things that came in. So what did show up, what came in is our the sleeves, the hero sleeves did come in. So everyone who ordered one, we just ordered, we ordered on demand. So whatever you ordered is what was ordered, and we'll get into more depth of that. But the sleeves are in for everyone's pledges. And then I brought those over to Charlie's, and then me and Charlie are working on our HG classified stuff. So stuff for next sets coming up. So really cool and awesome stuff. New heroes that you guys are going to be like, what the crap are you guys doing? We're making crazy builds. We're giving you guys more stuff to play in the sandbox with. So that's what's going on there. And then we finalized what the amount of box toppers and how many of each set is going to be across the 1,500 boxes. So everyone knows we're doing 1,500 boxes, booster boxes. Across those 1,500 booster boxes, we're going to do a 3 set box toppers. So we're going to have a gold set, we're going to have a silver set, and we're going to have a holographic foil set. The amount of gold set, so when I'm saying set, 150 is a set of the base set. The box toppers in each of the booster boxes are going to have one of these foil types to build that collection if you're trying to collect it or you want to play with really shiny cards. But the 150, there'll be one, the gold foil set is 150 of the base set in gold foil. Then there's going to be 150 of the base set in silver foil, and then there's going to be 150 base set in holographic foil. The amount of the different sets across the 1,500 boxes we broke down is going to be 2 gold foil sets. So there's going to be 2 sets of 150 cards of the gold foil of every card in the base set that you can collect to finish those sets. Then there's also 3 silver foil sets. And then there's going to be 5 holographic foil sets. So if you do the math, 150 times 10, that's 1,500 cards, right? So one of those cards, one of those type of foils will be in each one of those booster boxes. So people will have to get the boxes to finish those sets, so they'll be able to communicate with people. It's going to be really cool for players. It's going to be really cool for people that are collectors, because maybe you're a collector and you got a card a player needs to play with. They might have a card that you want to trade with. So it's going to make it so that you guys can work and play together and communicate and talk about how fun the game is, how cool it is, and all those kind of things. So we finalized those sets for the booster boxes. So 2 sets of the gold foil, 3 sets of the silver foil, and 5 of the holographic foil sets. So those will be box toppers, 1 each in every single booster box of the 1,500. So just be on the lookout for that. Once we get more pictures and videos, we already kind of showed you some last week. Once we get more close-ups of them and everything, we will definitely show you more close-ups of them. And then we have, I'm going to send out to our Patreon people. So the Patreon people, we're going to send you guys a poll here soon. And we're going to ask you guys, how many uncut sheets should we put in as prizes in the booster boxes? So that's going to be another thing that we talked about. So the booster boxes they're all going to have a QR code in them that you can scan. With that QR code, you're either going to get a discount at the website whenever you purchase something, or you'll get some token points for the system for being registered on our website. And those tokens will be redeemable later as we grow and put promotional items in there for you guys to get. There might be special full versions of cards. There might be different things and items. And then the grand prize is going to be an uncut sheet. So if you want to win an uncut sheet, just, no purchase necessary. You just guys got to scan the QR code. You have a chance to win an uncut sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a poll to our Patreon members, give you some numbers to choose from. How many should we put across the 1,500? And then we'll break it down from there. And you guys will be able to know how many of the uncut sheets will be winnable through just getting booster boxes. And then we're also going to do some other fun stuff with uncut sheets for people to win in other kind of ways as well. Once we get them in and everything, we're going to show everybody, get them all situated and let you see what they look like and all that kind of stuff. We have some really cool things happening for promos during 2023. So we might hold some to do some charity events and stuff like that. Like we talked about our promotional card for autism. We might do like a part of that where the raffle is, if you get the card, X amount of them give you entries to win a raffle for uncut sheet, and those funds will go towards autism awareness. And Brandon has already talked to his where he's a supervisor there, and that he works with people with autism and disability. And Brandon, how did that go?
It went well. Went and talked to the philanthropy department, and they said everything was a go. They're interested in our project, and they want to see what happens. So
perfect, man. Fun. And Brandon went, Brandon does a whole lot of things in his job, and he went out of his way to do that. He's very busy when he's at work, so we really appreciate him doing that. And it networks us with people that have the same kind of beliefs, and kind of like we want to help people with disabilities and people with autism. So it really hits home for us. We all, me, Charlie, Brandon, and have worked in people with persons with disabilities for many years, since we were like really young. It's something that we were day in and day out helping people's lives every day. So it's going to be great to get back. So uncut sheet, and get back to my whole spiel of that, is we're probably going to have an uncut sheet winnable when you get raffle into getting those cards for autism awareness. So that's probably going to connect. That's one idea, but we are going to have different options for people to win uncut sheets, because I kept harping on the lady and I said, I need uncut sheets. I need uncut sheets. And I think she did pre-test uncut sheets, and she's going to give us full uncut sheets from the production line. So don't quote me on that, but I know she's giving us pre ones because she's already sent me pictures of them. So like the ones that they tested to see how the print looks, so they could send us pictures and stuff like that. Those ones she's sending us. So literally the first ones that were ever made for them to test print the production of our cards on foil and stuff like that, they're already on it. So that's pretty cool for the uncut sheets, because I know people really like that kind of stuff. Everything on that end of those uncut sheets and everything is already put to the side, so it's already good to go. Then this week we touched base with Zip. It's been a little, we talk to Zip every now and then on and off, but we touched base with him. We've already started paying him for the next comic book to get started. Me and Charlie had a long talk about that with the comic book and stuff like that, and we decided we're going to go into a newer series
Like a
direction
series.
with them. And next week we'll talk in more details about it, but the main thing I wanted everybody to know for this week's update is Zip's already on board. He's part of the team since day one. He was raring to go. He was ready when I talked to him, and I said, listen, we're going to figure out a way. We didn't hit our goal for your comic book for him to do our comic book, but we're going to find a way, and we're going to work together. And he really loves the project and wants to get the project done. He wants to keep it moving because he feels like this is the best work that he's done thus far, is what he always tells us. And I really take that to heart, that he put so much of himself into making this comic book. And just be on the lookout, because if he works on his Crimson Blade update that comes out and stuff like that, we'll be helping him do his Kickstarter for that and all that kind of stuff as well. But he's raring to go. He's already on board. We're gonna already get the ball rolling on that part. So comic book is already en route. We already paid for it to get started and printed, started and getting done. So it's already it's unraveling as we go. So that's happening right now. And then second to last update for me, before we jumped on, the last part of Afterpay is already sent to me, so we're going to finish filling that information out. And so with the website, when we put stuff on there for you to purchase, for once we get everything finished and sent off to Afterpay and send it back, you're going to be able to select an option where you can split your full payment into 4 interest-free payments or longer. If you go longer than 4 interest.
Ho! Thanks for the sub.
My God, appreciate the sub. You got that Brandon Santa that's shining you out.
My man got the gifts in the back of the truck and everything. Packing them, nagging them back of the act.
And so, but yeah, with that being said, Afterpay is going to be part of the website. Jose already knows how the back end of it works. He's already did his part to look out. He's just ready for us to get the data to put it in there. And so Afterpay will be another option for people that, want to spread them out, just so that they don't, they can better manage their funding and stuff like that and what they want to do and still be able to get what they want from us. So Afterpay is en route. I just got that update right before we came on the live. So, and then the last part, this is the part that is not so nice news. I gave you a whole lot of nice news. I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 good news. And this is the news that I know people is going to throw tomatoes at me. They're gonna throw snowballs at me. Brandon, save me, bring me up on the
get you on the
on the sleigh.
On the
Hey, listen,
incline,
all I gotta say is if you get mad at Jason, I'm just gonna straight up put you on the naughty list. That's it. That's
How
it.
much lump of coal you got back there?
So guys, this is we're gonna go into more details of this towards the end of the stream, because Charlie's gonna have some show and tell stuff, just so you see the facts and you see everything that's going on. So so thus far everything has been good. Everything has been working out beautifully with the card prints, the cuts, all that kind of stuff. Everything is still basically on timeline, but the thing that happened was this week. So if you guys were on the Kickstarter and you saw all the starter decks come with a special alt foil of the heroes that are our starter deck heroes, which is Raskin, Vale, and Solaris. And then the other cool thing is to know that those are starter deck heroes. Not only do they have alt foil, they have gilded edges to match their energy class.
Yeah,
so that you know.
Yeah, similar to whoever's been with us, similar to the Vale and Solaris
gold foils,
alt cards that had the golden edges. It's essentially the same concept.
So, with that being said, they put all the cards together. The foiling was beautiful. Then they went to go do the gilded edges, and the issue that occurred with the gilded edges was the Vale card got affected by it. Sorry, Just. I know Vale's your guy. No, Charlie, we're gonna wait till the end. Don't show me.
Nah, we'll just go ahead and go through it. Now? Yeah, go through it. So these are what they presented to us as far as the packages. As you guys can clearly see on the left side was all of Raskin's gilded edges, which looks absolutely stunning. Solaris looks very, very good. And then, of course, there's a problem here. Very big problem. That was not supposed to be red. That's actually supposed to be, blue, and it has a nice little shimmered effect. This here literally was just painted
actually
red.
The blue effect that we picked for that gilded edges on them is basically the what is it, broken ice, broken glass with I forget the shatter effect.
I think we do have an illustration of what it looks
glass,
like.
I think
so these are closer images of what they look like, and they aren't just standard plain. They have texture to them, and that's actually what threw a red flag on the Vale immediately when we viewed it, that it was a problem. As you guys can see,
looks great,
it's just a matte, it's the silver red, the chromish look, but it's not correct red, clearly.
It's obviously Vale can't have red edges. That doesn't make sense for his class, right?
Yeah, so and go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, so with that being said, what happened is the problem was if we would wait for them to get the matching holofoil that they already did on the other two correct ones, which is the 6043 code there, what would have happened is we would have to wait 3 weeks, 4 weeks for them to get the material in, and just for those sets of cards for those starter decks. So if you see behind that card right there that we have on the window, the GM91 is going to be the new foil that is going to be for the starter deck heroes. And so it's going to be
so it's pretty close. The difference is that it's going to have some splattered, like scattered paint looking around it, rather than just the regular digital.
Those little dot effect in there and stuff. So due to a little bit.
Due to that, they can't just do Vale alone, because all of these other ones are done with the same print paper. So they have to, unfortunately, take it and reprint everybody off of this exact same print, and then
they were gonna just do the one, right? They were gonna just do the one, guys, but I said they can't do that because all these starter deck heroes have to match foil patterns. They have to match, and I told them they have to fix this, and that this is not gonna work because my community, they know us for putting things where they're supposed to be. So the other thing I told them was any error cards that happen is they need to send us all the error cards, and they agreed they're going to send any error cards to us. They're going to send us the correct cards of the two before that. So we're going to have things on hand, but we don't know. They might just stay in the vault, right, Charlie?
Yeah, we don't.
So at this point right now.
So this is the pattern that it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be this shattered glass style effect on the actual side in this blue.
Yeah, so that's the way it's supposed. They were supposed to be, but at the end of the day, we made the best decision for what's going to work for continuity of product. And at the end of the day, we're going to go with this GM91, and that's what's going to be the final foiling pattern for the starter deck heroes. The other stuff is probably going to go in the vault. One day they might come out, one day they might not come out. We don't know yet. We're still making decisions on what we're going to do with those things, but they're not going to have them at that shop or that factory just sitting around, because at the end of the day, that's time and effort and design that we put into that. So we'll get all that stuff in hand, and then we'll go from there. But that's the big problem right now. So at this point, this is going to push us back 2 weeks. I'm pushing them to, I'm fighting with them right now that they're going to figure.
We got some people wanting some blood Vale. Really?
So
of Reaper Vale.
Reaper Vale, right?
Reaper
Vale. what's it called? At the end of the day, we will figure out what we're going to do with them and all that kind of stuff. But this is the news that we have to give you guys. This is going to push us back 2 weeks out of our hands because they got to mail everything together. They can't just mail us half, and we can't give the starter decks to everybody that orders starter decks without those cards.
Yeah,
So,
it was a major bombshell on our end. Trust me, we were like, man, we gotta let the community know. Like, we're 100% transparent, and that's what we're gonna do. And as soon as we get the information, we're definitely gonna relay it, just to let you guys know that there was a slight delay because of that. But again, we're gonna be moving as fast as we can, so we may still be on the trajectory. But like Jason mentioned, you know, it may be a 2-week delay. I know it sucks, but we're all about getting that product to you guys in the best quality and making sure that experience is where it needs to be at. So that's why we, again, this is what we stress since day one. We're quality control. We ourselves. So even when it leaves the manufacturer, when it gets to the developers, just know we did another search through to make sure that the quality meets the expectations before it gets to you guys. So that's our commitment. That's the type of people we are. You know, we aren't just the players. We are also the collectors as well. So we know what quality should be like. So we try to make sure that we're keeping that standard. And then, of course, you know, it allows us to build a better relationship with the companies that we're going with to make sure that they are meeting the standards that we're at for when they do send it out. So we just want to make sure everything's on point for you guys. Mr. Jason, do you have anything else on the social media network? I'm sorry if I cut you out.
No, everything's good to go. At this point, we are still trying to shoot for January. They have to have all the product in hands to weigh them, to see the volume, and I do all the shipping for us, so I understand they have to weigh it. They have to see how big the pallet's going to be, all that kind of stuff, so they can see how much it's going to cost to ship it. So once I know what the shipping cost is going to be, then I can see between air freight, air/sea freight, and then just sea freight, to see what I know the day difference between them, but the cost difference between air freight and these other two is very major. But because of the mess up and delay, I'm going to fight with the manufacturer that they need to help on the shipping because of the delays they caused. We have a great rep, and she took full blame, and she said it was her fault for not double checking and doing what she was supposed to do, and she didn't give me any kind of problems or try to be like, you know, cut corners on fixing it. Like, literally, she was just going to do the one card, and I was like, no, I need them all to match. And she didn't even give me like I don't know, I got to talk. No, she's like, no, I can do that. That's fine. We'll fix that. And I said, you know, any error cards across the board, anything you have of ours, send us everything, because we like to have everything in our vault so that we could just have it to the side, you know. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to look at what the air freight cost is going to be, and then I'm going to fight with them to be like, listen, this delayed us by X amount of time. We need this by this time. What can we do to work on getting this air freight done? Because I know with air freight, it takes about 7, at the most 14 days to get here. So that is going to be the plan. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
But that's basically the end of my part.
Yeah, we got community members saying they're going to fly over there and pick it up. They do we want them to fly over there?
Actually, Jay, if you want,
you can make a quick
stop
stop
real quick.
You want to stop for me, Brandon?
Just let me know. I can do you a favor.
Bees flying right over them. You know, he's like, literally, you can make a quick turn.
Hey, they might get you, man. You better get in there quick and out.
That's hilarious. All right, Mr. Jason, thank you for
guys, I do want to, we're always transparent, so I do apologize to anyone that might feel let down because of that.
Yeah.
But I do want you guys to know we're always transparent, and we're always going to be very clear. It's out of our hands, but because everything on our end was covered on what we could do and can't do. So, but as you guys saw, even seeing those cards, like, they are beautiful. Like,
yeah, they're going to be great, man, when they get in your hands.
Yeah, I think that the new foil pattern is going to even make them more emphasis on them, because the way, like, Charlie didn't really zoom in on the Veil front end of the card, but the way, like, Veil's hand looks like with the foiling, it looks like the energy is just popping out because of the foil. It's like right on there. So
yeah, and it's a reversed foil, guys. It's not the same foil that comes in the booster packs either. It's the only way you're going to be able to get that foiling pattern and the gilded edge. Like, it's the only way you'll be able to get it through our set. So it's basically, you know, as you get the starter decks, that's how you get those. So
yeah, the only way you can get them is through starter decks. And the ones that do get them, hey, congratulations. We told you guys we're doing some killer stuff. Like, these and I don't mean to hold you guys up. I know my time's going a little bit too further than normal, but listen, even the manufacturer said that we have such exquisite taste in the way that we're doing stuff and the way they saw that the mask that Charlie did, like we're top notch when it comes to what they got from us. Like even like with the anyone we work with, we always try to do top notch. And so far, everyone we have worked with has given us that kind of kudos. And on top of that, like even with like our people doing grading for us, even when they see all our breakdown of Excel spreadsheets and all the data for them to put it in their system, it's literally plug and play because of how professional we keep everything. So thank you for being here with us and understanding where we're at. It's going to be an awesome time when we get these cards in. As soon as we have them in, we're going to tell you guys, and we're going to let you guys know that they're here. We don't try to hold off on giving you the information. We want to be transparent. So thank you for your time, guys.
All right, Mr. Jose.
Oh,
Web and app updates. Papi Santa.
Let's go. What do you do, everybody?
It's about go time.
All right, so for me this week, I've been doing a lot of R&Ding for the website. We are trying to go for a new look, hopefully by the new year. I don't know if we're supposed to explain what we're doing, but just think purple everything.
My man went Prince on y'all. Y'all saw that? Jazz hands. He just went Prince.
So we want to show off Nebulite characters on the website, show off their cards and all the new cards that are coming out with them on it. And we also are trying to set up the page to make it more interactive, move the mouse around, make it look like it's going to do something crazy or something. We always like crazy when we do stuff, show off what we can, you know what I mean? So that's probably one of the ways that I like to show off, at least on the website. Other than that, when it comes to the back end, I am also looking into more ways, again, to get you guys some more points, to earn more points. I was doing more investigation on how to get with the point system, how you guys can earn. And then also there's other things that we want to add to it where you can actually achieve points, not coins, but points for when we do tournaments. We do other things to where you get to earn other stuff to show your credibility on when you play, who's the winner. We got leader scoreboards that we're gonna have on there that the website already kind of not already has, but I kind of set up. Once we have all that stuff, I will display more of it in the future. Other than that, I started working on the lore page for the site because I know everybody loves the lore and everybody has to go to Discord usually to find out more about the lore, but I like to have it on the site. So pretty much when it comes to the front page, we're going to be putting more stuff, how you say it? Bundling up tabs to go where they need to be and then adding more stuff to it like that, everything could be all organized.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of clean up the whole page, consolidate everything in its sections that it belongs to. So
yeah, so pretty much one of the things that I am trying to add on to the site is the lore, like that you guys can, when you ask or if somebody asks what is the lore, you can direct them to the site and click a button and they can read everything about the Vanquishers. Other than that, me, I talk fast. I'm in and out. I don't know about Jason. Jason has a lot of stuff to talk about. But me, when I talk, I'm in and out.
Just in and out. Faux show?
Yo, how about that merch, though?
That merch, you always got to talk about the merch. You're going to show them? You're going to show them the site where to get the merch? Always go to vanquisherstcg.com/merch, and you will be able to get the newest merch that we just laid out. Got some orders last week. Hopefully it'll be filled in by this week.
Hit that beautiful merch icon.
Yeah, there you go. Bum.
Yo, I can't even lie. We got people in our community that actually got the hats. The embroidery on it looks really good, man. The dark, the glacier. Well, I haven't seen the glacier yet, but I think it's going to be on the way.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I've seen some of the shirts, man. The shirts are printed very good, man. I think I've seen them on black. Definitely need to pick up my Saigon one.
Yeah, I do. I just got my sweater and Jason has it.
Oh, yeah. You mean this one?
Oh, well, I guess you have it then. Dang it.
I don't got it, man. This one's mine. Jay got yours, for real.
Oh.
So yeah, we're actually showcasing it. I got to get it on a t-shirt. But yeah, man, it's perfect timing, too, because it's cold. I know, we from Florida. When is it ever cold?
Yeah.
But it actually got
I
cold
know.
today. Today was a little chill, so I managed to go ahead and put on my sweater, and it feels really nice, guys.
Bro,
Feels really,
yesterday
really
it was
good.
like freaking what 53, 40, in the
Yeah,
40s, high
it
We were
40s,
in the
something like
40s
that.
last night, I
It was,
think.
it was pretty good, man. I don't mind
Crazy
it.
stuff, man.
I don't mind it. I like the cold, man. I personally like the little cold front coming. Put on a little jacket,
But
you
you
know what I'm
know.
saying? But that's about it,
But
Mr.
yeah,
Jose. We appreciate
that's
you and
about
your
it. You
updates,
know
boss
me.
man. I know you're
I'm
working pretty
here.
hard. Pretty
I'm waiting for
hard.
Santa Claus.
There you
Waiting
go.
He's
for
over
Santa
there
Claus.
just excited like Elf.
Yeah.
All right, well, on that note, so we're going to go ahead and push through on the tabletop simulator and physical card games. Mr. Brandon, people new in the community or people that's been in the community, where can they go? How can they go to play a game, give feedback, play and get review, the whole nine? Where can they go guaranteed?
So the first place you're going to want to go is to vanquisherstcg.com, and you are going to want to register to the website. Now, once you register to the website, you're going to have access to a whole bunch of goodies, just like this right here. Let me drop this off real quick. So you can have access to the tabletop simulator mod, and that's absolutely free to you guys. All right.
Is that what you just dropped off? Did you drop off that mod
Yep,
for somebody?
yep.
A quick link?
Dropped off a tabletop simulator mod.
Oh, you just flew over a
So
boat.
the next thing you're going to want to do is download that mod. You're going to have access to all 150 cards, play with your friends, family, loved ones,
Everybody.
share it with them for the holidays. It'll be nice. Also, what you're going to want to, hold on one second. I got one more gift here. It looks like First Wave test deck of Veil.
Ooh,
Here you go, buddy.
Really? Here
I hope you
go.
enjoy that. All right. So, like I was saying,
why we let this dude
once you
like this,
register
yo?
to
You
the
need to-
website, you're going to want to go ahead and do the print and play. Now, the print and play, you can print that wherever you want. Kinko's is a good spot to do it at. You know, there's a couple other spots. It's pretty cheap. Do it from home if you want. Access to all 150 cards again. And it's a fun time. It's a fun time. I think I covered everything.
All right, you about covered everything. And then also your calendar, man, as far as your schedule. If Brandon does not get in contact with anybody, or if anybody does not get in contact with Mr. Brandon during the time frame, it'll open up the opportunity for him to actually come to the local LGSs too. Again, you know, we got 9-to-5s, we got our families that that we're with.
We are setting up the what I can't pronounce this word.
Calendly.
Yeah, I totally forgot to talk about that. But
yeah,
that's
so
all
Calendly
Brandon stuff too. So there you go.
So if you sign up, oh wait, hold on one second. Did somebody want a booster box? I think they do. All right, here you go, little buddy. All right, so
What I'm talking about.
Hey, he wilding out right now,
Hey.
yo.
So we're gonna set up the Calendly, and what we're gonna do is try to organize my time a little bit better. So if I have, if somebody signs up for Sunday, I will spend my Sunday nights hanging out with you guys, playing on the webcam, tabletop, whatever. But if not, then I will be going to the local LGS on Tuesday. So it'll be either or depending on what happens. So I either do Sunday or I'll do the Tuesday night.
Yeah, so
but we're
hit
still
our-
working on getting that going. So once we get it figured out how to integrate it, we're gonna be good to go.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to get our time managed. You know, again, like I said, we got our 9-to-5s, we got family, so we're just trying to make sure that we're balancing everything properly. And Brandon's committed his time on Sundays, but I think the LGS tour is going to be a little bit more of a coast type deal. So he's going to go ahead and try to make sure. Look at him just wave. He's just waving to all the wonderful kids that are excited that are playing Vanquishers right now, right?
They are playing Vanquishers, actually.
So yeah, when we do go to our local, if you are in the Tampa Bay area or in the Brandon area, give or take, we typically go to our local game store at Nerdy Needs, and we go there. We will be there as far as me, Jason, and potentially Brandon will be there around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So you can
And then
meet us
on
there.
Thursdays at Cool Stuff in Tampa, Brandon area as well. Stitch is there, and me and Just 31 went last Thursday, and we went out over there and
How was
played
that?
some games.
How was that?
Met with people. There was a Pokemon tournament going. There were some people sitting next to us, interested in the game. It was really good. It was really good feel. The people that run the shop, they're just waiting. I got to email their corporate office. They're just waiting for the green light, and they'll put out our sample stuff out there for people to grab, like, you know, the sample cyber cards and stuff, the promo cyber cards and stuff like that we have over there. So
Man, that's
it
gonna
went
be
really
really
well.
good, man. They see, and that's why it's very important for us to go in and start heading to the LGSs. Anyone that's part of the VSTIs, if you got a local LGS that you hit consecutively or you want to, and help market and promote the game, we could definitely make sure that we're giving you guys the proper tools and everything to do so. So a lot of it's been learning too. Our local LGS, we've been very blessed because he drops a lot of knowledge to us, and he's the owner of the establishment. So he really gives us cutting edge information as far as like what an LGS looks for and what's the best approach. And let me tell you something, that is a whole different market. It's a whole different market, right? I mean, from what you're selling online, from what you're pushing on Kickstarter,
Oh yeah.
to what you're pushing onto what walking people that comes into the store is a whole different animal and a whole different ball game and a whole different strategy. And we've been very blessed to have him give us this information. Every time we go, he's always dropping us with something new to kind of take. So gameplay, we're gonna be doing quite a bit of gameplay there. Lately, we've been testing out a new game mode. So the locals that has been coming, that are familiarized with the game, has been helping out with us refine the new game modes that we've been expanding, that we keep talking about. Been refining one of the next game mode that we plan on putting out too. So we're like really working on multiple different things with the assistance of the community, and we greatly appreciate you guys coming in and helping us do so. So it's definitely helping the project evolve to the next phase much quicker and much, you know, in a much faster pace.
Oh yeah.
As far as the rules and stuff within that nature for the tournaments, again, Brandon's really combing through it and trying to get all that stuff together. And I know he's been working on it, you know, since for a couple weeks now. I would be making this up. I wouldn't tell you how hard he's working.
I got a basic rough outline going, and we'll leave it at rough.
Yeah, very rough.
Yep.
It's a lot, man. Listen, I didn't even realize how intuitive it is. And if you guys play in tournaments, I mean, unless you actually know what it's like to set them up, it's very intuitive, man. I mean, not intuitive. It's pretty complex. But once you're involved and it's figured out, it's just pretty straightforward from that point on, man. And there's a lot to know. There's a lot to know, and Brandon's really, really looking through it. I think our biggest things that we want to make sure that when reviewing these rules is that I don't want to say consequences, but our things aren't too harsh, you know, because we want to make it to where it's you play for the good, you know, for the sport of it, for the fun of it, but at the same time, it's got to have that the competitive aspect of it, but we don't want to make it to a point where it's like everyone's getting banned, you know, oh, you do this, you're banned, you do this, you're banned. So these are things that me and Brandon's kind of finagling through to make sure that we got, you know, either point reduction or what do they call that term, Brandon?
Was it penalty?
Penalties. We're trying to make sure that we're getting a good balance on penalties to make sure that it's working out, you know, at least for our game, what works well for us. So, and a lot of it's going to be a learning curve while we start going through tournaments. I mean, this is why we're going to host alpha tournaments and beta tournaments to make sure that we can get, you know, the kinks figured out. So that's what Brandon's working on. He gonna have that ready by
I've also been working on the Rift mode rules.
Refining them.
Yeah, I put something together, and I just need to run it through the guys and see what they think and get their perspective on it. But once it gets the green light, I'll be sending it over to Jose.
Yeah, so big goal is to make sure we can get everything done before the ball drops. That's the idea. So we're working on that and getting that on the way. So without further ado,
hey,
we're gonna go ahead and show.
Hold on a second.
What happened?
Some of y'all are showing up late to this show, okay? All right, hold on a second.
You gotta wait to the people.
Gotta wait to the kids, man. You know they love me. I'm famous out here. Anyways, some of y'all showing up late. You have no idea what's going on. Go ahead and hit that bell icon. You don't have to mark your calendar. You don't have to, you know, write on a post-it note, stick it to your fridge or anything crazy like that.
The device will show it to you, right?
It'll send a notification straight to you, and you'll always know when we're live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Y'all heard it straight from Santa or Flacco Santa, because you know the other version comes later on time. Flacco Santa comes a little early. He's watching y'all. You see, he's watching y'all to give the report to Santa. That's what he's doing. So without further ado, before we head out, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys the actual sleeves that came in really quickly. I'm gonna turn on this light. It's so bright. Oh, so bright, so bright.
So light, so
Go
bright.
ahead and solo cam real quick. So these are the sleeves that came in. They are Dragon Shield, guys. So if you guys do have Dragon Shield sleeves, they are made by Dragon Shield. And the print quality is absolutely stunning, guys. I can't even, oh, let me get my face out of the camera. You know what? I think maybe if I go regular light, I keep turning this light on and it tends to work out and look just as good, if not, yeah, hands down. These are what the covers are going to look like when you get into them. And just so you know, they will be marked on the print count on each box. So this box here on Veil says 2 of 5 on the Veil box over here. And this one here on the Nebulae, at the very top there, you see where it says 5 of 15. So they will be marked. You will know which box you get when they get sent out to you guys. So we did open these up to double check the sleeves and everything. So we did have 2 of these opened up here. So I got Raskin's box right here that we kind of opened through. My bad, the best one. He keeps saying that he wants the best one. Let me go and pop that out for y'all. Oh my gosh, my son just did something on my, oh my gosh, this kid. All right, so let me quickly go ahead and pull out some of these sleeves real quick. And if y'all have Dragon Shield, you know Dragon Shield quality, guys. Y'all know Dragon Shield qualities. So I'm not going to go ahead and go through every single one of them, but this is the print quality. And they look absolutely amazing with the actual cards inside. So once the cards are actually slid in there, it's going to look very good, man. And then they don't have that glimmer finish. I mean, they're like they're perfect. So that the light, they really diffuse. Whatever the finish is that's on it will diffuse it. So any gloss finish of any kind on the cards, it'll kind of diffuse to still give you that straight look, so that way you guys can see it easily in play. Show real quick Saigons real quick, since I have these 2 open. These were the ones that we inspected. Make sure it. Look, we're even checking Dragon Shield's quality to make sure that it's on point.
Yeah. Like, so guys, just so you know, we only did printed demand, so the amount of sleeve packs that we have is what people
is what it is.
Starter. If we have any extras, we will definitely let you guys know. But we have some ideas for sleeves for the future, so just bear with us.
These, man, when y'all see this guy out in the field, man, forget it. You can go ahead and count. You go ahead and put your cards away. Yeah, and that finish is really sharp. Yeah. And guys, keep in mind, there's 100 in each pack, so that's pretty well. I mean, that's way more than enough for each player's builds. I mean, heck, I try to stay within 40. I know most people try to stay within 40, 50. So you'll have a double wrap around on your cards, make it double the build with these type of sleeves if you have 2 different variations of your builds. But like Jason mentioned, we do have plans for people that are now just coming in, for people that didn't get the opportunity to catch it on Kickstarter for sleeves. Just so you guys know, it's going to be a little different than what we do. We'll probably have a standard print in the future sets. We probably won't go with multitudes of different ones as the sets evolve, but we'll fill you guys in on that. But we do have a general idea how we're going to be able to get all of you guys that have came in later that want the exact arts from these, once we're finalized figuring out the direction we want to go with that. But just know you guys can potentially get access to these, but these will be a limited print. Whatever we have is what it is. That's it. We're not gonna be we're not gonna be printing anymore to sell them. So just so that way you guys know that.
Yeah, we definitely have some. We'll have an option for people.
We have an option though, so it's gonna be more like a print on demand, right? So these were print on demand. We'll probably end up putting that in your guys' hands if it's something that you're interested in doing. That's the goal. Right now, we haven't finalized anything yet, but that's the goal. And they do look very clean, guys. I have my Saigon sleeves. I have my Saigon matte. my Saigon dice tray. It's fully uniformed. When it's laid out on the table, it looks, you know what time it is. You gonna know what time it is, man.
And nobody care about that because Raskin's number one.
See, that's what happens. Y'all talking about time. My man is about dimensional rift. There is no time in his world, man. So without further ado, let me not get into this. So we will be at Nerdy Needs tomorrow. So if you guys want to come check us out, we'll definitely be there guaranteed around 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. We do TTS as well. So if we are there, I bring my laptop all the time. I think a couple other community members have their laptops. They bring them there. So if anyone's interested, you don't got to be, I mean, ideally, if you're local, that's great. But if you're not a local and you still want to play, go ahead and DM us directly and we can try to make arrangements right when we get there, as we get there, okay? So just know, we appreciate y'all. Time is the most important thing in this entire world. Make sure that you're sharing it with everything and the people that matters, especially this time of the year. You know, it's very important to make sure that you guys spread love with your family and definitely spend time with those that matter. So without further ado, do we have anything else we need to cover?
I think
We all good?
that's it.
That's about it.
Happy
Hold on, B.
holidays.
Oh, here we go.
Merry Christmas.
Here we go.
Happy New Year's.
Hold on,
no,
B,
we
there's
gotta
something
see
you
you.
We still got
gotta
another state of the game, man. It ain't that.
B, there's something you gotta talk to them about.
Forget that Happy New Year. I take it back.
Yeah, he gonna take it way
A
back.
Happy Christmas.
There you go. Merry
And Happy
Christmas.
Hanukkah.
And a
Happy
Hanukkah. Oh, now you man, you're gonna have to
Hanukkah,
just
yeah.
happy everything now. Happy everything.
Kwanzaa.
Whatever y'all believe in.
Kwanzaa.
Happy
Happy
whatever y'all believe in. We
holidays.
appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Until the next state of the game, Vanquishers,
We are
we are
out.
out.
Out, out, out.